This is a Planet Vero production for Evergreen Media. And now it's time to put you on the spot with EGM.
Hello and welcome to On the Spot with EGM. My name is Jesse Krisky, and today we've got a great show for you today. Women in business, that's what the topic is. Now, We Venture Women's Business Center strives to be the leading voice and resource for professional women on the Treasure and Space Coast. And here to discuss more about the We Venture Women's Business Center is Kathryn Rudloff. Hi, Kathryn. How are you?
Great, Jesse. Thanks for having me on today.
Great. Well, thanks for being here. So what is We Venture Women's Business Center?
Sure. We are an SBA resource partner. So what that means is the Small Business Administration funds women's business centers like We Venture all around the country. We're actually in all 50 states. There's about 150 women's business centers. And like you said, our mission is to really ignite the power of female entrepreneurs. And we do that by providing free business coaching and low and no cost business education, training, mentorship, and leadership development for women across all industries.
Great. So mentoring, coaching, development. This all sounds great. Where does that lead to?
Sure.
What do you do?
So we serve, just for numbers and to put a spot on it, we serve over 600 unique clients a year. Mm-hmm. So that means there are business owners from, as you said, Brevard, Indian River, St. Lucie County, even a few from down in Martin County that will reach out to We Venture, and we help with everything from idea iteration, working on your business plan. We love to help startups and new baby businesses kind of get their footing and make sure they have a solid foundation. And then we have a number of programs that are aimed at more established businesses. We like to say we either help you navigate change or prepare for growth. So wherever you're at in the business life cycle, We Venture is a resource that you could turn to. And like I said, because we're a program of the U.S. Small Business Administration, most of our services are free, and those that do have fee for service are very low cost and affordable.
Very good. All right. And, women in business, this is an important subject for me. My wife is a female entrepreneur, my sister, and I hope maybe one day my daughter is too. So can you tell us, Kathryn, why is it important to support women in business?
It's so important to support female entrepreneurs, and particularly right now after the downturn in the pandemic. And let me go back to before the pandemic. Mm-hmm. Prior to the pandemic, women were actually outpacing our male counterparts, both in new business formation and in job creation through small businesses. We were creating jobs at about 8% higher than what our male counterparts were. So not only have women leading up to the pandemic been starting more businesses, but we've been growing faster, which was very exciting. And then unfortunately at the pandemic, we saw about 2.4 million American women leave the workforce. But I can tell you, based on our numbers and the people who are calling us, they are not just sitting at home. They might have left corporate America or other jobs, but many of them are turning to entrepreneurship to find the flexibility, maybe better pay opportunity, maybe supplementing their pay. But whatever it is, they're finding entrepreneurship as a way to monetize their time and talent, and we are here to support them.
That's awesome. So We Venture, I've been hearing about your Women Who Rock Award. Tell us, what is the Women Who Rock Award and what is it about?
So the Women Who Rock Awards actually dates back to the 80s. And there was a group of women in a chamber in Michigan that were really struggling to feel like they were getting the respect and the notoriety from the community for what they were doing and contributing. So they followed the wise words of Plato that said, what is honored in a community will be cultivated there. And they started an annual award to recognize women business leaders in their community. Well, Jesse, it took off like wildfire. That organization is now called Athena International, and we're affiliated with it. I'm an Athena facilitator, and I do some training for our clients through Athena.
Okay.
But we started the Women Who Rock Awards locally for the same reason. And we've been hosting these in Brevard for about 14 years. And it is the most uplifting, powerful event that we do. The whole mission is just to celebrate women doing great work in the community. We have a few different categories. We get nominations, and then we spend the whole afternoon and the time leading up to it promoting them, talking about what they do. And everybody leaves really inspired. And then all of those women leave really grateful for the chance I don't think women generally toot our own horns enough and maybe get the public credit that we always deserve. So this is a wonderful celebration that gives our community the chance to do just that.
That's awesome. And I hear there's a partnership with the Small Business Development Council, SBDC?
The Small Business Development Center.
Thank you.
So they are also an SBA program, and they're actually through Indian River State College. We Venture, we're located up at Florida Tech in South Brevard.
Okay.
That's kind of our host institution. And Indian River State College hosts the Small Business Development Center, which is another SBDC program. So partnering together on this made a lot of sense because they are serving the same community. We're doing a lot of the same things. And this November, or I'm sorry, not November, but October is National Women's Small Business Month. And we talked about ways that we could collaborate to celebrate some local women. And we said, hey, would you guys want to host a luncheon? It's very popular up here. And they jumped at the chance. So we're super grateful. It will be hosted at Indian River State College. And they've been really gracious hosts. And hopefully we'll see some of their clients who've come through and grown up and benefited from their services be recognized as well.
That's awesome. I love the collaboration. Gotta love it. And so these awards, what type of women should be nominated for the awards?
Sure. So we do have 5 categories where you can nominate a woman. We have Female Small Business Owner of the Year. So that's really to recognize a small business owner. We have women in, I think it's Executive of the Year, to recognize women who maybe are in larger corporations but have made the successful climb up the glass ladder, as we call it, and reach that C-suite level. We'll be recognizing as a category that We Venture has sponsored women in tech and STEM. So if you know a woman who, it could be anything from, your technology, engineering, mathematics, whatever it might be that they're doing that's breaking barriers in those traditionally male-dominated fields, great opportunity to nominate them. And then we also like to recognize excellence in caregiving. So women, whether they are a provider, as in a physician, or they work for a, home services care, if you know a woman who's gone above and beyond and is just providing, or maybe owns a home care business or another, service healthcare related business, we'd love to recognize them for the important work that they do.
That's great. And so we're looking at some of the pictures now on the on the screen. So these are the women who rock. And so as we look at these, how do people nominate someone for the Women Who Rock?
Absolutely. So if you visit weventure.fit.edu, under our events page, we have a whole page dedicated to the Women Who Rock Awards, and the nomination form can be downloaded, filled out, and then just email it back to us. We do ask that you let us know, why does she rock? So it's a one-page form, but you can give us as much detail as you want about the business or the woman's career or, their impact for clients or, customers. And then we have a nomination committee of coaches from the SBDC and from We Venture that will review all the nominations. We love to celebrate all our nominees, so everyone who gets nominated, we try to make them feel special and really recognize their contributions. And then the luncheon really is about celebrating all of them as well, not just the few who will be selected the 2022 winner.
That's terrific. And so when are nominations due by?
Nominations are due by September 9th. So visit weventure.fit.edu to download that form and send it back to us by September 9th.
All right, great. And how do you recognize the winners and the nominees?
So it's very fun. So we have some great media partners, so we'll be doing our part to try to promote them ahead of time. The goal is just, again, to educate the community about the great work that these women are doing on social media. And then at the event, they're all given sashes, that say Woman Who Rocks. And so they'll really stand out from the crowd. And then the winners get kind of beautiful, chance to give some remarks and a nice, beautiful statue that they can display. And we'll do our best to promote the winners after the event as well. Usually Clear Channel will offer some billboards and we'll put them up on billboards around town. We try to make them feel special.
That's great. And as you can see, there's a big crowd there. A lot of women.
It is. We were sold out at 300 at our event in Brevard this year. And if I could have found a place that was bigger, I think I could have filled it. It's just such a feel-good event to recognize other women. And I encourage everyone, even if you don't know someone nominated, come and be inspired and help celebrate them.
That's great. And why are we bringing this to the Treasure Coast?
So this is something that I've been very passionate about. The Treasure Coast has been part of our SBA defined region for a long time. But prior to the pandemic, We Venture didn't do a great job of being here. We were very campus centric on our Florida Tech campus in Brevard. And in the last 2.5 years, we've met so many wonderful clients out of need, from the pandemic and helping women come through. And I've really enjoyed being here and setting our roots more. So I think this is long overdue to recognize women here and to help bring the strong network and connections, that really women in business need to support each other. So we're very committed to growing our presence and helping women here.
That's awesome. We're speaking with Kathryn Rudloff from We Venture. And one more time, what can we expect at the luncheon? When is it? How can we get involved?
Sure. So the luncheons are coming up in October in celebration of National Women's Small Business Month. We'll be having a luncheon in Vero Beach on October 11th, and there'll actually be a sister luncheon on October 13th down in Stewart. You can get tickets at weventure.fit.edu, and I am known for running a tight ship. So I promise you will be in at 11:30 and out at 1. We value your time, greatly. So come have a great lunch with us and celebrate some outstanding women leaders.
There you go. And what's that website? One more time?
weventure.fit.edu.
Very good. Thank you very much, Kathryn Rudloff from We Venture. Thanks a lot, Kathryn.
Thanks, Jesse. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. Take care, everybody.